And I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf, and this is DocStar TV. And today, our one a day is going to be pretty simple: alive but not living. Do you know what the difference is? Alive but not living. I want to stir things up a little bit today. And one thing that I'm good at is stirring things up. Here, let me just give a few people a few little waves here. How you doing, everyone? Hi, Victoria. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Laura. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, so let's take a look at and pull things back a little bit. Okay, so we know, okay, that the number one cause of losing one's life on this planet is heart disease. Okay. Now, do you know why the number one cause of losing one's life on this planet is heart disease? Well, because we're not heart smart, because we don't fill up our own hearts with love. That is the only reason. That's the only reason. I'm going to tell you something. We could get 10 or even 20 people. They could all eat the same diet, and it could be the crappiest diet going. And guess what? Not all of those people are going to get heart disease. Not all of them are going to get diabetes. Not all of them are going to get cancer. Okay, not all of them are going to have bowel problems. Not all of them are going to have allergies or migraines. Understand something, that the invisible is totally in charge of the physical, that the psychological overrules the biological. And you better understand this, and this is really, really the truth, is that heart disease will always be the number one killer, okay? Because no matter how much they spray the skies or poison your food or your water, they're always poisoning your mind more than anything else. And that's the truth. You know, I'm going to tell you something. If you would have told me when I was younger, like in my 20s, that the key to set me free would to be totally fill up my own heart, would be totally to be thankful, and love myself first and foremost before anything else or anyone else, so help me God, I wouldn't have believed you for 1 second. I wouldn't have believed you for 1 second. And guess what? Because I was raised that loving oneself and caring for oneself was very selfish. And the people that I fell in love with, okay, they always reinforced that if I was spending too much time with myself, that I was selfish. And also I reinforced with them that if they were spending too much time with themselves, that they needed to stop that, because I was raised to believe that my lovers, my friends, my children, and the world would look after filling up my heart. And that's the truth. So that's why heart disease is the number one killer. And it will be the number one killer because we're not heart smart. And we do not know that it is totally the only way that you are going to live on this planet, okay? And not just live here, but have the life that you've always wanted, okay? You know what? When I say to you, who's your best friend? Who is your best friend? You know, you're never going to think about yourself. You won't. Most people say, well, it's me. But yeah, but really? Really? Okay, let me just say this. So we know that 60% of the population is going to end up having heart disease. Wow. We know that 55% of the population, we're talking about United States and North America here, we're talking about 55% of the population is going to experience cancer in their lifetime. Okay, so the reality is, we also know right now that 85% of the population is pre-diabetic. Okay, so we also know that a lot of people are suffering from allergies. We all know, like eczema, psoriasis, things of that nature. So the symptoms go on and on. Oh, and somebody's saying here, would you please address the CBC allegations? No, I'm not going to, because guess what? Why don't you just listen to how I speak and what I'm trying to do, and then let's take it from there, okay? All right? So understand something. So are you, okay, really living a great life? Okay. Are you living the life that you've always wanted? So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to ask you, if you want, you can start putting your questions into me. All right. If you've got questions, whether they be emotional, nutritional, okay, or physical, let's talk about that. Okay. All right. So, understand this: how you feel really matters. Okay. Check in with yourself. You want to check in with yourself as often as possible. Okay. With yourself to see how you feel and what your vibe is. Okay. 1 second, everyone. 1 second. I'm losing my stream. 1 second. Okay. There's something wrong with the internet. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah. Something's wrong.